A day after he announced he will send apprehended migrants at the Mexico border to Washington, D.C., Governor Greg Abbott has changed his tune on his statement in a press release yesterday and a TV interview today. He has reiterated this will be voluntary. The White House is calling this a political stunt.
His own office admits that a migrant would need to voluntarily be transported, and they can't compel them to because, again, enforcement of our country's immigration laws lies with the federal government, not a state.
CBS Austin's Christian Flores joins us live in the studio tonight with why this brings up even more questions. Christian?
Well, critics on both sides of the aisle have slammed Governor Abbott for what they believe is a political stunt and misleading the public with his strategy to send migrants on charter buses and planes from Texas to Washington, D.C. But a lawyer with the ACLU tells me this may still not be legal, even if it truly is voluntary.
Texas is providing charter buses to send these illegal immigrants who have been dropped off by the Biden administration to Washington, D.C.
Since asserting this in a press conference Wednesday, Governor Greg Abbott has had to twice walk this back. In a press release and on Fox News this morning, he emphasized this will only be for apprehended migrants who voluntarily board buses and planes.
If I were to go to Washington, D.C. And take you and put you on a bus and take you down to the Rio Grande Valley, that would be kidnapping. Same thing applies to anybody who refuses to get onto a bus.
ACLU staff attorney Kate Huddleston questions how voluntary this will be.
One concern in particular is the degree of voluntariness and the potential for coercion. If someone who is a government agent is telling them, directing them to go somewhere or telling them that they should go somewhere, you can imagine that that's not the same situation as someone who has lived here for a long time and is familiar with U.S. law and has not had a traumatic experience with a government official.
As part of fears of coercion, Huddleston worries about language barriers.
People who are coming here fleeing violence are not just Spanish speakers, but also people from Haiti who speak Haitian Creole or French, and then also people who speak indigenous languages from Central and South America.
The cost of this strategy has also come to question.
To achieve what we're talking about right now requires no additional funding.
We reached out to Abbott's office to ask for the exact dollar figure, but were deferred to the Texas Division of Emergency Management. That agency also did not give us a dollar figure, but said it was part of the billions of dollars allocated for border security. We have since sent a public information request. So far, Operation Lone Star has cost Texas taxpayers $2.5 million per week, but the Texas Military Department revealed this week they'll need an additional $531 million to last through May 1st. Beyond cost concerns, Huddleston says Abbott does not have the powers of the federal government, meaning not only is he not allowed to transport the migrants, but he can't hold them either.
Governor Abbott has absolutely no authority to hold people who have been released by the Department of Homeland Security on the basis of their immigration status.
Tomorrow, the ACLU will be filing a complaint with the U.S. Department of Justice against Operation Lone Star, alleging this mission is discriminatory based on race. This won't include the charter bus and flight strategy, but they will see how this proceeds, with more legal filings certainly on the table. Reporting live in the studio, Christian Flores, CBS Austin News.